Welcome, welcome, welcome to Jammy Smears of the Past, the podcast that peels back the marmalade of time to reveal the toast of history beneath. I'm your host, and today we're taking a whimsical wander into a rather peculiar corner of the Second World War. Picture a clock, its hands ticking away the seconds, minutes, hours. Now imagine that clock running backwards, winding its way back to the early hours of September 1st, 1939. The world, as it slumbers, believes that the first German strike of the war took place in Wieluń at 4:40 a.m. But what if I told you that the hands of our backwards clock stopped not at 4.40, but at 3:14 a.m.? This is not a tale spun from the threads of fancy. No, no, no. This is the diligent work of London history researcher Tomasz Muskus. Muskus, like a squirrel with a particularly tricky nut, cracked open archival documents that suggest the first attack took place on the outskirts of Rybnik at 3:14 a.m. Muskus, in his own words, said, "I was very surprised by this because, in public awareness, the first attack took place in Wieluń at 4.40 and at 4.45 on Westerplatte. Telegrams confirmed that the first attack took place almost an hour and a half earlier. 30 German tanks and an infantry battalion took part in the attack. It was a great surprise for me, so I started looking further." So, dear listeners, as we sit here, smearing our jam of knowledge onto the toast of time, we must ask ourselves, what does this mean for our understanding of the Second World War? Well, it forces us to rethink our timelines, to question our assumptions. It reminds us that history is not a static field but a dynamic one, constantly evolving as new information comes to light. As we continue to delve into the past, who knows what other revelations await us? But one thing is certain: the more we learn, the more we realize how much there is still to discover. That's all for today's episode of Jammy Smears of the Past. Join us next time as we continue our journey through the annals of history, uncovering the truths that time has forgotten. Until then, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep uncovering the past.